We are back at Super Game Shack in the lovely Leicester. Very nice city, very empty city because of the holidays. And here we are, we're heading into the little arcade where Super Game Shack is housed. I just love all of the signs and point of sale. Rich and Nick, shout out to you. Rich, I unfortunately didn't catch up with, but Nick was in here and they're both absolutely sound. This is a retro game store like no other in the entire United Kingdom, in my opinion. There's so much character and so much geeky goodness in this store. The way it's laid out, everything is just so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. As you can see from these panoramics here, guys, there's so much. And if you're not into video games, you might be into figurines, or you might just want to pop in for some Japanese snacks. Here's the opening times for the remainder of the festive period, but you can follow them on Facebook and on Instagram. We're going to switch to some native audio now, but we'll bounce back in with some voiceover later. Jess.
Extremely organized here.
I know. Monkey, yeah, it's a point and click that. Yes. Yes. Oh, Batman Returns is them. Sky Blazers here, look, Jess. 45. What you found, Jess? What you found?
Phone holders. Pretty cool ones.
Yeah.
Like different than the usual ones.
Yeah, that's what they look like. That's what they look like. That's cool. Pretty cool phone cases, if I do say so myself. Thank you to Jess for clocking them. I've seen them around quite a bit this holiday season. They were also in the Boxing Day sales. Unfortunately, they weren't on sale in one of my previous episodes. So let's continue this amazing retro game hunt. Now, the shop here, what you're looking at there are the PlayStation 1 games. The more expensive titles, and we'll take a look in that cabinet later on because there's some PS Vita stuff in there. There's lots of really cool things in there. Badges, if you're a fan of pin badges, Super Game Shack has got you covered. And I absolutely love this shot here. You can sit down, play some consoles, you can see them all in the cubes. We've got some amiibos which we'll take another look at. Some Japanese candy, some figurines. This gives a really nice wide shot of the shop. Obviously, we have the gremlin on top of the Doctor Who payphone box there, which is so freaking cool. Rich, how did you even get that? Like, you have some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen in a retro game shop in here. Now, some more Gremlins stuff, and you'll notice there's a heavy Gremlins theme in the shop, and that's because of the seasonal impact of Gremlins. Obviously, if you've watched the movie, it's set around Christmas and New Year, I guess this kind of time as I'm filming. And I just thought that was really clever. I thought that was really, really cool. What was nice as well, compared to my previous episode, the shop display, like the window displays, have changed massively. And I like that, keeps it fresh. So I'm looking forward, I'll always kind of go down, I'm looking forward to seeing how this shop evolves. I freaking love it. Like, I'm so passionate, and I would urge you guys to really work with me and subscribe. I'd love nothing more than to take my content, this kind of content, to 100,000 subscribers this year. It would mean the world to me. I think it'd mean the world to a lot of people that I do this kind of thing with. I do it at my own cost as well, so it's not like I'm working with people to, I do all this at my own cost, and I love it. And the larger we can take it, we can go global as far as I'm concerned. I'm willing to go as far as you guys allow me to go. So please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Let's have a little native audio listening next.
Yeah, I've got one there, so just take that one.
Yeah, you said it's not one out, right? I've got one that's like that big, like a small one. So, yeah, I'll let you put it back from. So this is me having a chat with Nick. Again, shout out to Nick. Nick and Rich owns the shop. Nick and Rich run the shop together. I think Nick's t-shirt was rivaling the cool factor of mine there. I think I need to get myself a Mortal Kombat t-shirt. And here's our lovely Sarah, aka I call her Dick Leg. Richard Leg. You'll see her in my Twitch streams as Richard Leg. It's a weird joke between us, and she's just having a look at the game guides because she's playing a lot of PS2 games at the moment. I kitted her out with a PS1 and a PS2 with some games, and I gave her all of my double game guides, and she's finding them super useful to be going through Tomb Raider Anniversary at the moment, for example. And I think next, I believe, I'll let her comment. She'll tell you what she's going to be playing next on PS2. And you may actually clock her later on in the episode going through every single PS2 game that Rich had in stock. So I think that was like dedication. So here we got the consoles just off the shot there. And how cool are these beautiful Mario decor Christmas decorations? Sarah felt super inspired by this, and I think she's going to make some for my tree next year. We got the beautiful Gizmo there as well. Fun fact, Gizmo used to make me cry when I was little because I felt really sorry for him and I just wanted to mollycoddle him. This is Sarah living her best life with a bit of was it kind of some Tina horse riding? I was like, go on mate, get it. I'll get it for you if you want. And then obviously just here we got like PS3, PS1 stock, the more kind of common titles this corner, aside from what's in the glass cabinets. These are the more common titles, so anything more expensive obviously is going to be in the glass cabinet. Feel free to pause the episode if there's anything you see, and it's nice and easy to go through because everything is in alphabetical order. So super cool. Now I will also just want to kind of say, you might be thinking, Gemma, what did you buy? Now, always there's going to be an absolute monster of a pickups video because I've got my Christmas stuff to show. I've got all the stuff to show from this. I've got a surprise for you as well that I'm going to be doing in a YouTube short. And it's based on a question I'm constantly getting asked about my Pixel light strip. I may have bought an even bigger one. So stay tuned. I'll tell you exactly where you can get one from in that short. But I'm also going to be doing, I thought it'd be really cool to pay homage to Super Game Shack because I'm passionate about it. I'm going to do this in an instrumental episode as well with the Tetris in concerts. I'll link everything in the description, but I've not edited it yet, but I will do it, and I'll probably release that tomorrow. So I thought it'd be really cool just to cap off this experience down in Leicester at Super Game Shack. Now we're going to switch back to a little bit of native audio.
Show you the big Sonic I got her. I saw those. Was it from Smith? Yeah. Yes, I saw them in Smith.
We got some really cool stuff in here. Check it out if you're a Pokemon fan. Super Game Shack got you covered, and not just on the likes of the Nintendo Switch. Oh no, behind the counter is like so many Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games to tickle your fancy, and you've already seen some of the Game Boy games in this episode, but I believe I'll show you even more, so shout out to the Game Boy fans. Hey.
It's on. Hey, are these cards? Arcade set. Let me see what this says. Oh, icons set. Oh, sugar tank. Oh, I can't get it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to stand back up. Yeah, right. Ooh, got more tins. I've been up to that. Ooh. On the SNES, the box copy.
I wanted it on the Mega CD as well.
Gemma.
So we've got some Mega Drive stuff there. Downstairs to the cellar.
Okay.
Do you want me to be security for you? I'm in charge, right?
I'm just going to lock the door.
I'm in charge.
Go down to the cellar. So you're going to be locked in.
Here, babe.
So it was really nice as well to have Jess back on a retro game hunt. Sarah's been coming with me. Jess has been super busy at work, so it was really cool. Again, I think it was mainly because the kind of downtime with the holiday period, so shout out to Jess. Now, Bomberman Kart, that was an interesting game. I actually hadn't heard of Bomberman Kart, and I think it's really difficult in the Mario Kart universe. In any kart racing universe, Mario tends to dominate. So Bomberman Kart, I think I would have bought it, but I would have liked to have done perhaps a little bit more research on it. We were actually talking here, just flipping, FIFA 13 on the PS2. That was at a tenner. Now FIFA is notoriously cheap, but the later FIFA games in a console's life cycle tend to be more expensive. So I think that's why FIFA 13 was priced at 10 quid. Now Game Boy, here we go. We've got some, this is the front counter. We've got some GBA, some really nice stuff. You can see Breath of Fire in the background. You can see the Zelda games. Not just your ordinary titles here. And I think that's one of the really cool strong points about this shop, is that you don't find a lot of the tat. It tends to be the really nice, you've got quality and quantity here, I think is how I can summarize it. So, and I found that on the PS2 stuff in the original Xbox stock as well, because if you go into a place like CX, it's just laden with PS2 and Xbox One, and it can look a bit shitty. But in here, there's nothing shitty. Everything is on point. I love the wooden shelves. My dog's about to jump down next to me, so sorry if you can hear her. and I just love everything about it. There's something for everybody, and there were people coming in non-stop. It was unbelievable. At one point, Nick had to just pop out and he locked us in, and I was like, that's when you saw the footage of me saying, right, I'm in charge. And there were like people knocking on the door, and I was like, give us 2 minutes, Nick will be back. And when he came back, loads of people just flocked in. So, you know, very much, you know, these kinds of shops are very much alive, and long may it live, in my opinion. So, stuff here. Predator. I need to watch the Predator movies. We've got some Chucky, we've got Gremlins, cool plushies as well. You've seen a wall of plushies in the shop, and we got a little Mogwai, a little even smaller Mogwais here. Good old Gizmo. I love Gizmo. I love him so much. I actually can't believe I don't have a Gizmo in my collection. I just find him absolutely captivating. Now we're back at the front of the store here. You caught there some Japanese stuff behind me. I'm just looking for Twisted Metal on the PlayStation 3. That's a game that we've had conversations about on my Twitch streams. Give me a follow on Twitch, just type in the Gebs24, you'll find me. And I actually found it, as you guys can see, it's in my hand there. It's not necessarily an obscure game, but it's a game that I really enjoyed back on PS1, so I was like, why not get it on all of the consoles? I recently picked it up over at the Doncaster Gaming Market on the PlayStation 2, albeit I paid over freaking price. So we're going to flick in a minute to some native audio, and you might just hear some ridiculous conversation between me and Sarah, ever the jokers we are. Much love to her, and yeah, let's switch it now.
Maybe like that. If I get it, you can borrow it. Maybe the older version is like more fun. But if I get it, you can borrow it. Well, off.
Es lo más fácil escribir por privado, me decís quiero esto y esto y esto, ¿vale? Pues
So we got.
Oh, no way. I've never seen these.
Vinyl figures, dude.
Wow.
Switch over your booth. Tracy, ready? Do this yeah, I've got it though. Yeah, on Saturn. Right, I think it's all of this 2 games. You've got the crabs. Yes, I've got crabs, as you know.
Babe, if you keep putting yourself...
Are you into that voyeurism? Voyeurism, yeah. It's my tang. Voyeurism is my tang. Oh my god, I love you though. Look at little Yoshi. These.
All right, babe.
Get him. Why? You don't want him. I said, hey, Dreamcast. You saw these. It's nice to see a retro game shop this busy. Yeah, it is.
It is. It really is. Yeah, I've got it. I just don't have the expansion packs for it though. So we saw some lovely Dreamcast games in the cabinet there, and we have some of the more common and less expensive titles here on the floor as well. Very nice selection. In terms of what I was looking for, I was after not a Dreamcast game, but a Mega CD game. I wanted Batman Returns, and you'll see some Mega CD games shortly. There wasn't much Mega CD in, so I'm hoping that's something that will kind of come in into Super Game Shack, because for me that'll be like, wow, flipping heck, can this game shop get any better though? I mean, flipping heck. I have since bought Batman Returns off the dreaded Fleabay. I got a decent price at $34.99 on it, so not too bad, and it's complete as well, so it's a thumbs up for a bit of Batman Returns. Yes.
It's really good.
Good, isn't it?
You get like Laura figures,
4 miniatures,
15 tiles, 4 player boards, 28 action cards. How many players do you need? I bet you can play with 2.
If you can.
3 to 4. Just suppose.
So shout out to Sarah for finding that Tomb Raider board game. Both of us are absolutely rampant Tomb Raider fans. So I picked it up and we're going to have a Tomb Raider and pizza board game night at my house. So absolutely buzzing, really, really stoked with that. This shot is here. You can see how busy it is, me just holding the camera, just kind of spinning around. You can really see the colour pop, I think, in these shots. I think it's fantastic, and I love that Rich has like posters on the wall. In my last episode, you can see it in the background just there. There is a signed poster for Big Trouble in Little China. I think some of the Storm signed it. There's lots of really the amazing actors in that movie all signed. So that's an original movie poster as well, and they're not for sale, by the way. I just want to make that clear. Don't be like, hey, I want to buy the poster, because I highly doubt Rich will sell it. So I just wanted to kind of get that in there. We got some really nice Japanese Pokemon and is it Dragon Ball? I don't really know my Dragon Ball very much. Themed drinks. And then this was some of the GBA selection from behind the counter, where the majority of the juicy Pokemon titles, in fact, a lot of the expensive titles sit here. Pokemon cards, there's first editions there that again are not for sale. Really cool stuff. In fact, I would implore you to maybe go and watch the first episode I did at Super Game Shack, which I'll link in the cards, of course, because you too can see how the store has changed. So it's really bloody cool, and I just love it here. So that is it, guys. Please subscribe. Please help me reach 100,000 subscribers in 2022 by sharing the content, hitting subscribe, telling your friends, and supporting these local retro game shops. If you're kind enough, you can become a team member for £1.99 by hitting the join link, and together we can get out and about and push this content even further. My name is Gemma. Have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you in the instrumental episode tomorrow.